Hey guys, how's it hanging, everybody? This is Stormpow, and today we are discussing the possibility of Shallot being a character in the new upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. By the way, guys, if you are watching this video, be sure to turn that like button Super Saiyan Blue and subscribe for some more awesome Dragon Ball content. I talk about Dragon Ball as a whole. I have the Nimbus Cast podcast where I talk with other creators in the Dragon Ball community, and we also do a lot of Dragon Ball Legends specific stuff. So if you're watching this video, odds are my channel is literally perfect for you. So hit that subscribe button for me. So if you've been living under a rock, you may have missed that a new Dragon Ball Super movie was confirmed. At first, it was kind of like a leak, like a very promising leak. Granted, I made a whole video talking about that where they basically announced that there is going to be a new Dragon Ball Super anime movie next year in 2022. Then about 24 hours later, it was officially confirmed by a post by Akira Toriyama, the creator of the Dragon Ball franchise, who elaborated just a little bit more. I talked about this on Twitter, but I was initially expecting like a little bit more information being revealed, but instead this is so far all we've got. Akira Toriyama said that a new movie since Dragon Ball Super is currently in the making. I think that was just a little bit of a grammatical thing. The first movie since Dragon Ball Super Broly is currently in the making. Some people are thinking that this is alluding that it is going to be a direct sequel to DBS Broly, and I don't know if I completely agree with that. I mean, I do think that eventually we'll get a new sequel to DBS Broly. Like, the plot was just left way too open for there not to be one, but the rest of this message makes me think that maybe this is not necessarily a sequel, so let's get into that. Toriyama says that they are leading the story and dialogue production for another amazing film, and they're not going to talk about the plot too much yet, but be prepared for some, quote, extreme and entertaining bouts which may feature an unexpected character. And what interests me about that is the word unexpected. And instead of Akira using the word new, they used unexpected, which leads me to believe that this is more than likely a character that we have seen before. I really think that if there was going to be like a new villain or a new character in general, they would have used the word new. I think unexpected is just exactly what it sounds like. Like, we are not going to see this coming. This is not going to be another, Goku versus Broly. And that's kind of what makes me think that this is not going to be like a direct sequel to DBS Broly. I mean, they could have, DBS Broly in it and then say Frieza brings Cooler back to life somehow. A lot of people are theorizing that, and I think that would be a somewhat unexpected character, but I see them going a little bit bigger than just that. They said that they are going to be charting through some unexplored territory in the terms of visual aesthetics to give the audience an amazing ride, so I hope that everyone will look forward to the new movie. And that's what's interesting me a lot as well. Now, throughout the Dragon Ball franchise, they have trekked a lot in terms of different animation. We've gotten like slight little snippets of some 3D animation, getting thrown into certain episodes of like Dragon Ball Super and in the more recent movies. But what I'm thinking, guys, is that this might be a full CGI or otherwise fully 3D animated movie, or at least primarily 3D animated, and that it will have Shallot as the main character. There are a couple of reasons why I have to believe this, so let's talk about it. Number one is just the wording in that post, the unexpected character, and then mentioning the animation in general. I think that kind of is a good combination. I don't think that they would make like some oddly animated movie or a movie animated in a different fashion than normal to just throw Cooler or like Janemba or some unexpected character, unless it was an unexpected character that we're primarily familiar with in a 3D setting. And now, again, it's important to note that I realize that they didn't specifically say this is going to be a 3D animated movie or this is going to be all CGI, but I think the word unexplored territory, not even like, hey, we're doing something that we don't do a lot. They specifically used the phrase unexplored territory in terms of the visual aesthetics. So I think this is going to be a lot unlike any other Dragon Ball movie we've ever seen. And again, I think it would make a lot of sense to introduce Shallot to the movie universe in 3D form or in some sort of special animation, not just throwing him into a random 2D animated movie like most of the more recent ones. In addition to that, at the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour that we got earlier, I think it was early March this year, they had that big CGI intro, and I've been saying that literally since March 6th or whenever that was, that I think that was some sort of teaser for a Dragon Ball movie. Now, it may have not necessarily been like a snippet of this exact movie we're getting. It may have just been them kind of testing out the technology, but I really, really feel like that was them testing the waters and being like, okay, so this is how the CGI looks. We just making sure we have the resources and the talent to do this before committing to making a whole movie. And also, let's kind of see what the audience thinks about this art style. And that was very well received for the most part. I think everybody thought that that thing was totally badass. And so they're like, all right, cool. We can do it. The audience likes it. Let's commit. Let's make a whole movie. The other main thing is that we really didn't get anything Goku Day wise in Legends, like literally at all. They basically didn't even acknowledge that Goku Day, May 9th, even happened in Dragon Ball Legends, which is weird. I know last year there was a whole, Goku Day thing. They don't make as big of a deal out of it as I feel like Dokkan and some of the other Dragon Ball games do, but normally there's at least some sort of acknowledgement of Goku Day, and I feel like they maybe just skipped over it because they're like, hey, y'all are about to get something really cool. Akira Toriyama just low-key announced a movie for your character, and so that's your Goku Day celebration. I do think it's weird that they didn't do something in-game, especially given that they didn't, like, verbatim announce or confirm that Shallot would be in the movie on Goku Day, so I do think it's weird that they didn't do something, but I do think it's strange that Legends was completely left out of Goku Day, and on Goku Day, instead, a movie got confirmed. My last thing is that based on the story of Dragon Ball Legends recently, they've been putting a lot more effort into the storytelling, particularly the animation of it. Most of the story mode in the game is done by like these little, you could barely even call them cutscenes. They are just kind of these 2D animated things. They remind me of like a lot of JRPGs, where they show like a character pop up and there's like a quick little dialogue line, and then there's a talk bubble that has a lot more going on and stuff like that. But they had the recent cutscenes where the plot took a major turn, and the cutscenes were a lot more in depth. And so, like, to me, that's just saying that they are putting more effort into the Dragon Ball Legends story, I believe, and more focus on it. And we got to remember, Akira Toriyama did design Shallot. I know sometimes with it being so far just in the game, some people want to assume that, Shallot is unrelated to Toriyama or that this was something strictly done by Bandai, but you got to remember, Akira Toriyama did design Shallot. I think that if I were Akira Toriyama and I had this character that very clearly I had a lot of care for and was very loved by the community, I would want to bring that character into the more mainstream media. If you play through the Dragon Ball Legends story, you'll see that Shallot has a really interesting backstory and an interesting plot line that he's gone through that they've very clearly put a lot of care and work into, and it would only make sense to want to show that to the masses, the people that are not into mobile games or people that don't really pay attention to the story mode of Dragon Ball Legends. So with all that being said, if I had to place my bets on anything that this movie is going to be about, I think that it is going to be about Shallot in some way, shape, or form. Again, those are just my thoughts, but let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Shout out to our amazing channel members for supporting the channel. I love you guys very much. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and go check out some of my other videos. Click those little boxes right there, y'all. Come on.